3/4 of it is mine. It's not just books. Basically have this whole stack, popular titles. So, and I knew that was going to happen. So, basically not my stuff. I loved those books. Oh, another one I love, absolutely love. Don't leave your books in the sun. Something a little bit out of my comfort zone. Okay, well that was one of the things that I didn't want there. Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Chloe and today I am in the spare room because of this infamous thing. The spare room bookshelf, of which 3/4 of it is mine. Wasn't expecting that voice crack to happen. I'm in the spare room today because I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing off my bookshelf tour, my bookshelves, bookcase tour, and I put my in quotations because, like I said, only 3/4 of it is mine because 2 shelves are my mum's. My mum has some of her books on there. 3/4 of it is mine. Embarrassingly, I have a lot of books. There is a bit of an echo in here. Maybe I should shut the door. And obviously you may not be able to see this, but this room is pretty much a crap room. Not literally, it's a storage room. It's basically turned into a storage room. This is the room that my sister and her partner stay in when they come down, usually once a fortnight. So there is a bed in here. I can kind of give you a little bit of a tour, but it's really messy. It's not tidy, but then the reality is this room's never going to be tidy. There's literally a TV box in here as well, and as you can see, a clothing area and a big ass bookshelf of not just my books but a ton of my other shit as well. There's stuff everywhere in this room, so the reality is it's never going to be tidy, and the bookcase will never be tidy either because it's not just books. I'm obviously not going to go through every single book because we'd be here for a long time, and I have over 75 unread books on this shelf. And as you can see, there are literally books on their sides, and there's become a second row of books on some of the shelves. It's not just books because I have managed to store my other crap in here, such as candles and drinks. Oh, I've got a little seat. I can sit on the end of this bed. Like, literally, look. This bed here, yes, covered in crap, essentially, but I got a nice little seat here. There are a lot of shelves, like I said. Let me actually count. So, from the bottom, we can already see what's kind of going on here, can't we? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7 shelves. This is the part that obviously has no books. This is my toiletries section, I guess. Not just toiletries, because I've got a whole box there as well. This whole bottom shelf is literally, like, I've got sheet masks. This one here actually has medication in, just general medication. It's all toiletries. This one, not all toiletries, this one is actually wax melts, and yes, it's overflowing. Oh, there's another one there as well. I've also got some there. We're not going to talk about it. So that one is wax melts. Which one's this one? I don't even want to know. Oh my god. That is like perfumes, body sprays. Yeah, this is really bad. Then this one is, ooh, skincare, facial care. Then I believe this one is actually like hair care, extra like shampoo, conditioner. I think there's even like heat protection cream in there. Oh, and then this shelf also has just like extra of these folders that I love, these like pop-it folders, because I, as you may have seen from a lot of my vlogs, I do a lot of like handwriting for my writing, just sort of like coming up with ideas, sort of getting my creative juices flowing, things like that. I handwrite a lot, so I have a lot of paper that are organised. I put organised loosely, basically. That's that shelf. That shelf. So then the next shelf up, it's kind of like a mix of things. I've basically got like a load of non-fiction books on the right here. Let's just move to this bottle that I've never used, but I bought like 2 years ago. And so I've got like a few guitar ones, a few like driving ones. Oh, and actually I wrote a poem when I was in secondary school, which is in here, and I still have it. And this one is just like a volcano one. because I used to have an obsession for all things volcanoes. And I then have a Spanish dictionary. Yeah, don't know why I still have that. I've had that for a long time. You can see it is kind of bleached at this point. The cover's bleached. I have my copy of Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and then just like basically all of my writing craft books. That whole Writer's Guide series by Angela Ackerman and Becca Puglisi. And then the rest of the shelf is just notebooks. Oh, and my copy of Story Genius, which is on the top there with all of the colour markers in. But I have A5 notebooks. Don't mind this in the front here. This is just a panda. Oh, that's got my rings in it. Some old rings. And this is the thing I used for the colour markers there. Colour tabs, I'm not sure what they're called. So I've got A5 notebooks, B5 here, and then some A4 ones, and then like a colouring book, I think that is. And then this next shelf up, so third shelf up, I would probably say about a third of it, yeah, I'd probably say a third, is mine. And then like these books here are my mum's, but these ones here are mine. So here, and please ignore the wax melts, because yes, I've got too much, as we've already established. I just have a couple of series here. So I've got one of my absolute favourites, which is Carrie Elkes's The Shakespeare Sisters series. If you've never read the books, I would highly recommend them. They are brilliant. For me, I would say, like in my opinion, they are masterpieces. They're just amazing books. Would highly recommend them. And then I have another series, which is my uncle's partner, actually, Peter Bunzel, and his Cogheart Adventure series, because I like to have my book series together. Don't really know how I'm supposed to be saying that. And then just this Jojo Moyes book that I haven't even touched yet. So that's that shelf. Not really mine. A third of it is. And then we move to this next shelf, which I have to admit, I think is actually kind of my favourite one. Yes, I've got drinks here, but this is actually on my popular title shelf. So I've got a ton of like famous authors. Not a ton, I don't have that many, but I've got a lot of like famous authors on this shelf. Like book talk wise, I think. So I've got all 4 volumes of the Heartstopper graphic novel / comic series, and I believe there is going to be like a 4th and a 5th coming out at some point. A 4th and a 5th, a 5th and 6th, sorry, don't know where they're gonna go. I started like double shelving this. I've got like a load of Beth O'Leary books. I've got The Switch, The Road Trip, The No-Show. I swear I've got another one. I've got some Emily Henry books, so Book Lovers, Beach Read. Oh, The Flat Share as well, the most famous Beth O'Leary book. Casey McQuiston's Red, White and Royal Blue. Some Christina Lauren books, because I'll get to my like already read shelf in a bit, but I've read there rather, because it's 2 people, 2 women. I read the book The Unhoneymooners by them, and it's incredible. So naturally I bought 3 more of her books. I've got Something Wilder, The Soulmate Equation, and Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I've got Holly Bourne book, Marion Keyes. I've actually got 1, 2, 3 of her books. I've got some Nora Roberts books there as well. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. The like Meet Me series by Georgia Toffolo, even though I've obviously not read them yet. And then I've got a couple of like Jill Mansell books as well. I've got this one here, and where is the other one? Ah, it's here. It's And Now You're Back. And so this is also kind of colour coded as well, but also since I've got more books, that's kind of just gone straight out the window. I've got a load of books, too many books. And then oh, I have On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk. I've heard a lot about her, a lot of great things about her books, so I'm glad I finally have at least one of her books. And then behind like these drinks here, I just have like a few, basically have this whole stack of like Christmas / winter themed books. I think the one I'm most kind of looking forward to is Sarah Morgan's which book of hers have I read that I loved? Oh right, yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. So I think that's pretty much it for this shelf. It's just a lot of like popular titles. Oh, and also like The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I've heard some mixed reviews about that actually, so I'm kind of like erring on the side of caution with that one, and that's my old camera. The next shelf, another shelf of unread books, is this one. This one is just like books in general, so it's kind of just, it's definitely somewhat colour coordinated, because it kind of goes from blue to like pink, red, orange, that sort of thing. And I've got candles in the front of on the front of this shelf as well. This is double stacked, as you can see, side stacked. I don't really know how you would describe that. I'm just going to move these books along because I've also got books behind them as well. Oh, I've got another Carrie Elks book there because, like I said, I enjoyed her Shakespeare Sisters series so much that I had to buy Coming Down. So, and I knew that was going to happen. This shelf is kind of more like summary books, I feel like, in terms of like the colours, and also I've got things like The Wedding Season by Katie Birchall. Got some books behind these candles, obviously. I don't know why, but I've got a couple of books by Philippa Ashley, and I say it in that way because I read her book like The Christmas Invitation or something like that at one point. It was a thick book, and I just have to say this, it was a waste of time. It was like 500 pages, took me over a month to read, and there just wasn't anything substantial to it. But I'm hoping that these ones are going to be different because I've obviously bought two of them. I've got An Endless Cornish Summer and A Perfect Cornish Escape by her. Oh my god, I've got a Sophie Kinsella one here, The Party Crasher. Some of them are ones that I haven't even bought, but like my sister had, and she doesn't really read. She reads occasionally. I've got another Christmas one here, but like I think it's mainly these ones that I'm touching here. So Lucy in the Sky, Year of Being Single, Diamond from Tiffany's, The Lost Swimmer. I got them from my sister basically. I just feel so happy right now, like I'm in my element. I'm talking about books. Oh right, yeah, also another thing, I have two books by Hannah Orenstein, which I hadn't realised until I had looked at my bookshelf once. So I've got Love at First Like, which is right there, and then Meant to Be Mine, but that's that shelf. And then this next one up here is actually my already read shelf, and as you can see there is a bit of a gap because I don't read very fast. I read a lot of books, just not very fast. I'm gonna go through them in just a minute. I just wanted to quickly talk about this. Yeah, that's basically my mum's books. There's like Dan Brown, James Patterson, because she's very much into her crime, and then I think there's even some of my dad's books up there, like Guy Martin, Ramesh Ranganathan. So basically not my stuff, but my parents'. So this shelf, I just love it. Basically all of these already read books on this shelf are ones that I absolutely love and can't bear to part with. So I've got, as you can see, an Emily Henry book up there, You and Me on Vacation, one of my absolute favourites. Obviously these are all my favourites. Oh my god, but if I had to pick, I would probably say, oh, it's so difficult. Two of my absolute favourites are like these ones here, The Instructions for a Second-Hand Heart and Lying About Last Summer. I loved those books. Also Sunshine at Daisy's Guest House. Oh, another one I love, absolutely love, 10 Reasons Not to Fall in Love by Linda Green. Oh my god, I remember Helena Hunting's Meet Cute. Oh my god, just I adore these books so much. I'm also obsessed with like Two Kinds of Us by Sarah Sutton. I absolutely loved that book. I'm actually currently reading Out of My League by her, which is the second book in her Love in Fenton County series. And then talking about series, I have Sarah Morgan books here. I think this is like From Manhattan with Love series, and I've got Sleepless in Manhattan, I think that is, Sunset in Central Park, and Miracle on Fifth Avenue. All great books. Oh my god, Jo Watson's The Great Escape is a good book. Oh, and one of my absolute favourite authors, you might be able to tell, is Anna Bell. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of her books. I think my favourite, might be able to tell, The Good Girlfriend's Guide to Getting Even. That cover, really faded. Not faded, but it's like been really bleached. By the way guys, quick tip, don't leave your books in the sun because they will bleach. Dark covers. And my absolute favourite, I think, would have to be, oh my god, there's just so many good ones, because I loved It Started With a Tweet, The Bucket List to Mend a Broken Heart. If anything, I'd probably say my least favourite is We Just Clicked. I didn't enjoy that one as much as the others. Oh my god, I read this book years ago, Skin Deep by Laura Jarrett. That was an absolute favourite of mine. I've had that for years. It's a really good book. And then I've then got my copy of The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and this one here, this MC Beaton one, Agatha Raisin and the Murderous Marriage. I read this book not too long ago and I just left it on that already read shelf because I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing with it, if I was like going to keep it, because I did like it. It was a good book, but I think I'm going to be not throwing this away but giving it to a better home, because I feel like I can part with this one. It was something a little bit out of my comfort zone, and it's always good to like get out your comfort zone, but with this one, I just, as much as I loved it, you know, getting out of my comfort zone with it, it's just not my cup of tea. These shelves, basically these ones up here, are just all of my favourites, and now I have a gap for any other books really that I read. Another favourite or favourites are obviously Better Left Buried and Now You See Me by Emma Horton. I think I actually got Better Left Buried from my uncle and his partner Peter Bunzel. They're all the books I love and can't bear to get rid of. And with that being said, that is the entire bookshelf, the entire bookcase. I'm just literally obsessed. You can tell I'm like in my element. I'm really happy. I just love being around books. Oh, also, talking about my uncle and his partner, no, I did not get his series for free. Actually, I think I got Cogheart when it first like came out, but the other ones I all bought from Amazon because we all have to support authors. With that being said, that is everything on my bookshelf. So that is absolutely everything for this video. I've really enjoyed filming this actually. That is it for my bookcase tour. I'm just so happy. So glad I got to share this because I haven't done this for a while. I'm not sure why. I've had this bookshelf for a while now. So I'm not sure why I haven't done this sooner, but I have really enjoyed making this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified for every single time I upload. And I mainly do vlogs on this channel if that is what you're interested in. But that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next one.